How's it going, everybody? Good.
What's your relationship with Brady? Tom Brady. Oh, the quarterback.
Just text every once in a while. Reach out and if I have any questions or if he's been through. I mean, he played 23 years or something like that. He's seen just about everything. So it's more or less me asking questions and if he's been through this experience and how he dealt with it or maybe things like that. But just reaching out every once in a while.
Do you think it's weird at all that he's calling the game this week and then you play the Raiders next week and he can talk to those?
I didn't know he was calling a game this week. That's awesome. Yeah. No, I don't think it's weird. I think it's going to be fun. I think he'll do a great job. And, I'm excited for him to call it. I'm excited to go out there and play the game.
Caleb, Ben talked about the tight ends, and he put it on himself. He says, I got to do a better job helping guys the ball. What can you do to kind of help that as well?
Yeah, part of that is there was just a few situations that come to mind that even in those, maybe long down and distances that we had throughout that last game is, we had a couple second and super longs and so being able to get them the ball as fast as possible, let them, catch, tuck, knife and get maybe 12, maybe more if they bounce off a few tackles. But that's a part of playing QB. It's a part of the game. And like Ben said, it's it's him, but also it's me when I'm out there on the field, being able to drop back, see the coverage, and just maybe pop the ball down to one of those guys, even if it's those situations where we're trying to fight back and get back into the game. It's just one play at a time, and how you come back in games is taking it one play at a time.
He said that you had a pretty good rapport with those guys, and we all saw it during training camp. Does that give you kind of the confidence that, like, okay, I know these 2 games haven't been ideal, but we've done it, and we can do it again? With
the tight ends, you're saying? Yeah. No, I mean, we had a few passes today, and just kind of be on the same page with those guys. I feel that way. I believe they feel that way, and being able to go out there and execute plays and deliver them a good ball and let them go and work. I know the first game, I missed one to Colston across the middle, but I think over the time from OTA's training camp and now I think our connection has grown and. I think we're on the same page and have the same, idea of where, I think they should be and where they will be.
Caleb, what's it like for you this week preparing to face Matt Eberflus as the defensive coordinator on the other side?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as preparing it each week for me. You got to go out there and execute the plays that Ben calls. And then other than that, I played a bunch of kind of ball versus that defense and kind of how he runs. So it's interesting in a way. Obviously, Matt was my coach obviously last year. So just being able to move past all of that and be able to go out there and help Chicago Bears be 1-0 this week.
From week 1 to week 2, where do you think that you improved, and what do you hope to improve upon from week 2 to week 3?
Yeah, just constant growth. In every form and facet, it's getting the guys out the huddle. If we're on the road and it's third down, it's loud. Being able to get the call, get out the huddle, get up to the line, make any checks, allow anybody else to kind of see or make checks or feel pressure or anything like that. And then other than that, just being able to get comfortable with my footwork. I think that's been kind of my focus from week 1 to week 2, and I think why some of those passes from week 1 to week 2 kind of looked a little different. My footwork, that was a big focus for me this past week, is being able to focus on that and kind of just stay in rhythm with myself in the play, and then from there, I think I have all the talent in the world to be able to deliver a good ball to my guys and let them go and make plays for us as an offense. So I think just to keep that going. Keep focused on my footwork. Obviously, you got to get everything down as a QB, all the plays, all the situations, things like that. So, just consistently growing.
Caleb said that you want to make sure that your eyes are in the right place.
Eyes.
Yeah, Ben was saying that he wants to make sure that your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what has he told you in that regard?
Make sure my eyes in the right place.
He's team defenders.
Yeah. Okay. Got what you're saying. Yes. It's something that we talk about. Something that it's a part of progressing in football. And growing more in this league is being able to. Obviously, you see guys like Matthew that's done it for. I mean, how many ever years he's done it, and being able to just know where people are and being able to either keep them where they are, to be able to deliver the ball or move them and be able to deliver the ball behind them. And so there was a few times, last game that happened. The first game, actually, we were practicing those things. I ended up missing those two passes that we all talked about. But other than that, it's just something in little nuggets that Ben gives me throughout the week, and whether it's the concept or just that singular play, it's something that we talk about and discuss throughout the week, and using my eyes and being able to move wherever I want and move the defenders wherever I want.
I'll start on me.
All good.
Are you curious about the chess match that could exist in this game between you and Flus? Because he knows you, he knows your tendencies. You've seen this defense. You saw it all last year. Is that something that you anticipate being, part of what Sunday could be?
Yeah, I think every game is a chess match. And being able to adjust and adjust again and adjust again, because that's what football constantly comes down to. Through all 4 quarters, being able to adjust and figure out what they're doing, and then when they change it up or have their little wrinkle for that week, you're able to adjust and adjust one more again. So that's kind of what playing point guard is. Defense throws a bunch of stuff at you, and being able to just decipher what it is, and maybe it's a check down that goes for 4 yards to keep us ahead of sticks, or on track, or it's being able to find maybe a deep throw and kind of throw the dagger in there, and go make big plays for the for the Chicago Bears. So I think it's a constant chess match throughout each week, and like you said, he was my coach. He's a defense coordinator, and he coached me, and he had tendencies himself, and I had tendencies myself, and I think I've grown, and he's probably grown as a D coordinator. So just being able to, like I said, go in there and adjust.
Caleb, how do you feel about the experience you had with him? You have months later now to process everything. How do you feel about the time that you had with Matty Eberflus?
Yeah, it was great. I think we're at the point where we're past that, but it was good. Obviously, being able to become a Chicago Bear, he made that decision. Obviously, everybody else was in here and being able to make that decision, making me a Chicago Bear. So happy to be here, and our time together wasn't wasted. Obviously, we didn't win as much as we wanted, but we're past that, and we're focused on trying to be 1-0 this week.
Ben brings that up all the time with the throwing accuracy. Are you seeing the correlation when you watch film where you're saying, that throw's not right, my feet weren't right, or that throw's good, I can see it in my feet?
Yeah, obviously, footwork is. I mean, it's up there with top list of things to be able to be accurate, and that's huge for me, just because all the talent per se, just being able to do some simple basic stuff of just having my feet and eyes all tied together, and being in rhythm with the routes and my receivers, and so I think having that and focusing on that each and every week is important, and that's something I'm going to do for the remainder of the season.
Caleb, Ben was a little critical of practice habits so far this year. What role do you play in setting the tone?
Yeah, Ben and I have talked about that, and being able to, if it's juice, if it's pushing the guys, if it's encouragement, if it's whatever the case may be, it's just being able to be that for the team and the offense. That was kind of his point for me, and then from there, just being able to execute and lead from being able to show the guys, that we can get out there and we can execute these plays, even though it's our first year together, and I think we've been taking the right steps. The confidence has been growing within myself, and within the offense and things like that. So I'm excited, and that gets you up every day.
Did you feel like practice was kicked up a notch today?
Yeah, practice. Well, I do. It was also a little bit warmer today than obviously we expected, and being in Chicago at this time. But yeah, no, the intensity was there. Ben spoke about it after. He was happy with the way practice went today, I believe, and we got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. And obviously, when you have the kind of setbacks per se that we've had, being 0-2 at the point that we're at, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and think something's going to change. I think that's the definition for insanity. And so we got to change, and today's practice was I think a step in the right direction.
A couple more. The second touchdown pass we had to Rome on Sunday, it was a big toss and then roll off to the left.
Mm-hmm.
How did that unfold through your eyes, kind of being patient enough to make that defender decide whether he was going to stay or come at you?
Yeah, that's always a part of keepers is being able to make the defenders decide. Always, make sure you try and get out and get out fast and get ahead so that, those moments happen that the defender has to make a decision. And at the end of the day, you just make them wrong.